My name's John Jordan. I grew up spending a lot of time around the ocean in Maine. Family always lived on Chebeague Island. My family came and went through the years, but it's a place that I've always felt tied to. Went through school, through high school and college, and worked on lobster boats. When I graduated college, figured I'd do it maybe another year or two, but decided in life it's probably more important to do what you want to do and what inspires you than simply after monetary gain. Then after you choose a simple life, as the saying goes, you find the simple life isn't that simple. So you adapt to the choices you made. That's what brings me where I am today. I am a fisherman, #1, and a manager of Dropping Springs Lobster Company. #2, it's a island-based business, which is a fisherman-owned business. There are 19 of us who work together in order to secure a better price for our lobsters. What we've basically done is move beyond what traditional lobstermen did of simply catching lobsters and relying on somebody else to market their product, where we've taken it to the next level and continue to do so of marketing our own product and trying to become more savvy in the realities of the business world. A lot of times the margins between what you would buy a lobster for in the commercial market and what a lobsterman would sell a wholesale lobster for were really astounding. Those margins are much smaller now, and a lot of that is because of companies like ours. One particular moment I remember, one of the dealer who I sold my lobsters to was, his son was being married on a certain weekend, and our boat price, the price that we were paid for our lobsters, dropped 50 cents just for that one weekend, and we all figured it was probably to help pay for a wedding. And I was happy his son was getting married and felt happy for him, but I still didn't think that was really the way to handle business. And the more we thought about it, it's you know, you just can't rely on somebody else to keep your best interest in mind all the time. You need to take some responsibility for yourself. I was one of the founding members of the company. There were a group of 8 of us who really decided it was time for us to put some more work into the business end of what we were doing. We started out with 8 boats. In our first year, had 13 in our second, and have 19 now in our third year. One of the aspects of our company, which is exciting too, is some of the younger people getting into this business can look at our company and see it as a stable thing, and in joining with us or doing something similar to us, they can really see that they do have some control over their future, and hopefully lobstering is something which they can hang their hat on and make a life out of. I think our goal is to simply not necessarily just keep growing into infinity, but arrive at a place where we feel like we can really guarantee ourselves, you know, a future in our industry, and hopefully some comfort in later life, which hasn't always been the case for fishermen. A lot of the time, some of them mention the retiring by lying down on their rail of their boat plan. We'd like to avoid that.